welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, as we get on to WWE Elimination Chamber, just like I have done with the Worlds Collide, with Rumble, like I will be doing with Mania, we can do the best of. Every WWE pay-per-view that is in existence, currently active, I've watched the history of them. I like going through and looking back at the best matches of those pay-per-views. Chamber is no different, so we're going to look at the best WWE Elimination Chamber matches. Now, with a show like Chamber, the best women's matches, best men's matches are going to be from the actual Chamber pay-per-view itself. So from 2010 until now, there's been 24 matches, or 54 matches on the Chamber pay-per-views, 42 men's, 12 women's. There's been a total of 24 Chamber matches, 22 men, 2 women. The actual Chamber itself started in 2002. It was on No Way Out for a while. It was actually even on its kind of by itself. It was on Survivor Series and New Year's Revolution. It kind of was a spotty match type. So the first set here, the best 10 women's, best 10 men's, those are just from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view itself. And then we'll go through the 10 best Chamber matches. So starting with the women's, the number 10 on the list was the Raw Women's title from 2018, which was Ruby Riott losing to champion Ronda Rousey in a massacre almost. The match was like 2 minutes long. I ended up getting it at 1 star. It was basically a squash match for Ronda on her way to WrestleMania. Ruby Riott, I mean, obviously she just returned from injury, but she's one of the most talented women on the roster. You need to use her correctly. Number 9 on the list was a women's tag match coming from 2008. Wait, hold on. I wrote the year down wrong on that one. I'm not sure what year this was from. I want to say, obviously, it was between 2010 and 2013 era. It was a woman tag match. It was Layla and Michelle McCool versus Gail, Kim, and Maurice. I ended up giving it 1.5 star. From 2014, Divas title, we had Cameron versus AJ Lee. Cameron won by disqualification. AJ retained her title, 1.5 star. From 2013, we had the Divas title. We had champion Caitlyn versus Tamina Snuka. Caitlyn retained the title, and I gave it 1.75 star. Number 6 comes from 2015. The Divas title was a triple threat match. We had champion Nikki Bella versus Naomi versus Paige. Nikki Bella retained. I gave it 2 star. Number 5 was the Divas title from 2012. We had champion Beth Phoenix. Good to see her back on Raw. The promo in the ring, the moment she had with Randy in the ring was just second to none. It's one of the best storytelling we've had in a long time. With Randy and Edge, and now bringing Beth in it, and Randy just being that just heel Viper, RKO, and Beth. Ooh, great storytelling. But here, Beth ended up beating Tamina Snuka for the Divas title. I gave it 2.25 star. Beth carried that match. Number 4 comes as a women's singles match from 2017. We had Natalya versus Nikki Bella. I ended up in a double countout. I give it 2.25 star. Number 3 comes from 2018. It was a women's singles match. It was Asuka versus Nia Jax. I ended up giving it 2.5 star. Asuka getting the victory. Number 2 came from 2017. Was the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. We had champion Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. I give it 2.5 star. And of the 12 women's matches at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the best came from 2017. Just a women's singles match. Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Becky Lynch winning. I give it 2.5 star. On the men's side, the best singles match for the men came in 2012. It was the ambulance match between John Cena and Kane. John Cena getting the victory. I ended up giving it 3 star. 2011, we had a singles match between Alberto Del Rio and Kofi Kingston. Del Rio getting the victory. I ended up giving it 3.25 star. Number 8 comes from 2013. We had the WWE title line. We had The Rock versus CM Punk. This was the rematch when Punk lost to The Rock at Royal Rumble. And we had the 434-day streak of CM Punk ending. Rock went on to WrestleMania to face John Cena twice in a lifetime. The Rock ended up getting the victory there. I ended up giving it a 3.5 star. Number 7 on the list was the WWE title coming from 2011. We had the champion The Miz versus Jerry the King Lawler. The Miz ended up retaining his title, going on to main event in WrestleMania versus John Cena. I ended up giving it 3.5 star. Number 6 on the list comes from 2019. We had the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line. We had champion The Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos. They were in the Uso Penitentiary. This is the match where The Miz turned on Shane, set up the WrestleMania match. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. The Usos winning the titles. Number 5 comes from 2015, the WWE title. We had champion Dean Ambrose versus Seth freaking Rollins. Ambrose ended up getting the win by disqualification. Seth Rollins retained his title. I ended up giving it 3 3/4. Number 4 comes from 2017. We had the Viper Randy Orton versus Luke Harper. Randy getting the victory there in a 3 3/4 star match. If I remember correctly, the winner Randy went on to face Bray Wyatt that year at Mania. The next two the next one was from 2013. The one after that was from 2014. Number 3 on the list was a 6-man tag. We had The Shield versus John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus. The Shield getting the victory there. I ended up giving it 3 3/4 star. Number 2 on the list was also a 6-man tag involving the Wyatt family, or involving the Shield. It was the Shield versus the Wyatt family in 2014, where the Wyatt family, which was Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper, got the victory over the Shield. I ended up giving it a 4 1/4 star. The best men's match at Chamber pay-per-view history, 2015. How do we forget NXT champion Kevin Owens versus John Cena? Kevin Owens getting the victory in a 4.5 star match. The creation of the crossover between NXT and the main roster can go back all the way to 2015 when Kevin Owens had the NXT title on Monday Night Raw. Now, as we look at the Chamber, the devastating Chamber, 24 Chamber matches in history, 22 men, 2 women. These are the very best, the 10 best. Number 10, coming from 2018, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for the Raw Women's title. We had champion Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley versus Mickie James versus Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose. Alexa retaining her title in a 4-star match. Number 9 comes from 2013, which is the number 1 contender for the world title at WrestleMania. You know, back in the day where you basically had to earn your title shot. So back then, you won the Rumble. Whoever won the Rumble picked between the world title and the WWE title. So they picked whoever they wanted. And then in order for the other title, they had a number 1 contender match at Chamber, and that person got to go to WrestleMania and fight for the other title. So in 2013, we had Jack Swagger, Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan, Kane, Mark Henry, and Randy Orton. Jack Swagger got the victory there. I ended up giving it 4 star. 2011, number 8 on the list, comes from 2011. From the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, WWE title number 1 contender match. We had John Cena versus CM Punk versus John Morrison versus R-Truth, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. John Cena got the victory there. I ended up giving it 4 as well. Number 7 comes from back in 2018 and No Way Out. A number 1 contender match for the WWE title. We had Triple H versus Jeff Hardy versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho versus Umaga versus JBL. Triple H getting the victory, ended up getting it a 4 star. 2018, number 6 coming on the list comes from 2011. This was actually for the world title. We had champion Edge versus Big Show versus Drew McIntyre versus Kane versus Rey Mysterio versus Wade Barrett. See, all the way back then, they should have given Drew McIntyre the title. Edge ended up getting the victory. I ended up getting it 4 1/4. Number 5 comes from 2017, Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for the WWE title. We had Bray Wyatt versus champion John Cena versus The Miz versus Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. This is where first time we put the title on Bray Wyatt. He went on to lose the title a month later at Mania to Randy Orton. This was more of a let's get the title off Cena kind of deal. I ended up giving it 4 1/4. It was actually a pretty good match. Next, from 2009, No Way Out. We had WWE title on the line. Now, the 2009 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, No Way Out from 2009, the Elimination Chamber matches. There was 2. The other one is on the list as well for a different reason. If you all remember 2009 Elimination Chambers, you'll know what I'm talking about. We'll get there. This chamber was for the WWE title. Champion Edge versus Triple H versus The Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy versus The Big Show versus Vladimir Kozlov. Does anyone remember Vladimir Kozlov? So yeah, gimmicks come and go. Tripp ended up winning this. I ended up giving it 4.25. Number 3 comes from New Year's Revolution for the world title. We had Triple H versus Randy Orton versus Batista versus Jericho versus Chris Benoit versus Edge. And in 20 years, we're going to look back and go, all 6 of them were in the Hall of Fame. Holy shit. That is a star-studded field right there. Triple H getting the victory. I ended up getting 4.25. Of course, you can't have the best of Elimination Chamber without numero uno, the first ever Elimination Chamber 2002 Survivor Series. 6 Hall of Famers. Again, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, versus the champion, world champion, Triple H. Chris Jericho, the Demon Kane, Booker T, and RVD. I'm giving it 4.25. And Shawn Michaels winning the first ever Elimination Chamber. Back to No Way Out 2009 for the number 1. For the world title, we had Kane versus Mike Knox versus Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio versus World Heavyweight Champion John Cena versus, supposed to be Kofi Kingston. As we all remember, Kofi comes out last, gets attacked by the Rated R Superstar. He jumps in the chamber, closes the door, bell rings, he's in the match. He wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Goes into Chamber 1, loses, leaves Chamber 2 with the world title. First and only man ever to do that. Every Elimination Chamber since then, you expect somebody to come out and take out Kofi Kingston. But as we seen last year, Kofi Kingston put on a clinic in that chamber match. We took Kofi from a mid-card guy you throw in multi-man matches to a fucking world champion. Hopefully the 2020 Elimination Chamber will have memories like that. I highly doubt it. We don't build shit up like that anymore. But hey, what do I know, right? Alright, these are the best of the Elimination Chamber. Stay tuned to Rubber Sports Show for my chamber preview. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports talent content.